What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I just I never thought that as a diehard basketball fan that I would see basketball, being played the way it's played now. And some of the things that I see LeBron James able to do in the league and to get away with in the league I I also didn't think that he'll be able to get away with it. And part of it is because I've never seen, if you're a diehard basketball fan or if you're a long basketball fan, as far as your history is concerned, and you've seen Magic and Bird and Mike and Kobe and all those guys, you just would have thought that nobody would ever try to get away with some of the things that LeBron James is doing. So and that goes to like with the defense. LeBron James, I just watched them last night play against Phoenix, and LeBron James defense, was terrible. And I know he's 40, what is he, like 43 years old now? But the thing is, LeBron James hasn't been a decent defender in some time, in some years. But he don't really, I don't know. I'm just used to, like, when I remember when Mike was up in age and he was with the Washington Wizards. And even Mike put forth, a lot more effort than what you see LeBron James putting forth. Mike used to have his knees drained, and just so he can get out there and perform and not cheat the game. So, I'm not used to seeing LeBron James get away with this kind of stuff. And so I'm thinking, I was like, well, how can LeBron James get away with this stuff, man? Because every time you see LeBron James not play defense, uh, or if you see LeBron James flopping, like none of this would have been able to go on if Adams, what was it? Not Adam Silver, but David Stern was still around and still, the commissioner of the league. Um, it just wouldn't have happened because he was worried. David Stern didn't want to hurt the league at all. The poor ratings, man. Like anytime any player or did anything to interfere with that bottom line of the NBA or the image of the NBA, that guy took swift. David Stern took swift action, man, and he just didn't go. He just didn't allow any of that. So if the ratings are going down and fans are complaining about, we don't want to see, guys cherry picking and not playing defense, and we don't want to see guys flopping. We don't want to be a part of this LeBron James propaganda machine where he tries to get players traded off of his team, or he tries to, make other guys the scapegoat every time. This stuff back in the day wouldn't have went on, and it's not even just David Stern. I would have corrected. I just think that the old school guys around the league, because of their quality of play, you couldn't get away with that. You definitely would not have been able to get away with that. And the fact that I think LeBron James is getting away with it is got to be some genius there, man, because he is at the right time pulling these stunts. The league has anointed him from day one. They anointed him from day one. He's the king, King James. And so LeBron James never felt like he had to earn anything because everything was already given to him. So why work for it? And battle through all of these ups and downs and all these trials and tribulations, like what Magic did, what Bird did, what Kobe and Mike did. Why do that when the league has already anointed you the face of the league? And so I don't know. Maybe those guys, those old school guys, those were the guys who maybe the joke is on them. Maybe the joke is on Bird. Maybe the joke is on Mike, for putting forth all that effort and caring enough about the game to give everything you have. Maybe the joke is on Isaiah, for going out of basketball with all those injuries. I can't remember how many injuries. Isaiah, man, was just like a mash unit. Ankles, legs, ankles, knees, hips, back, everything was wrong with Isaiah. By the time Isaiah retired, man, everything. Same thing with Bird. Bird had a bad back. His Achilles, was bothered, or he had some type of Achilles injury. I already said, Mike knees, he had the Dranos. What is it? What Kobe had? Kobe had, I think he had an Achilles injury too, or was it a meniscus? But by the time those guys retired, man, they retired because their body betrayed them. Their body just gave out, because they put everything they had into the game. Kobe said that he was comfortable leaving the game because he know that he left everything out on the floor. And so fast forward to LeBron James, you got this guy retiring in damn near the best shape of his life. And he played 20 years, and this guy's still playing above the rim. Um, he just don't look like he slowed. The only difference between LeBron James now in year 23 and LeBron James is as a rookie is LeBron James. He just don't win as many games as he did, back then. But he still could put up numbers, but those numbers don't mean that the team is going to win. Whereas though if he put up some numbers in his early years, his numbers affected winning because of when and how he got those points. But now, now it's not that type of situation. So, in order for LeBron James to have any type of success, now it's all about, the propaganda machine, the media machine, like um giving LeBron James all the credit for whatever success the teams that he's playing on, whatever success the team have, LeBron James gets the credit. So that means that LeBron James don't have to work like those guys did. Um, Whatever shortcomings the team have, other people will have to be, they are going to be the ones to fall on a sword. Like D'Angelo Russell. Um, he was one of the scapegoats. What was the guy named JR? What was it? What was the guy named JR that played in Cleveland? You know, at times he was a scapegoat. LeBron James was never the scapegoat in all those years, man. It was always somebody else's fault. The coach. I think they said LeBron James had like 10 different coaches. That's just crazy. Who else? Russell Westbrook, he was a scapegoat. Now they throwing the other guy under the bus. Luca, he's being thrown under the bus. So that propaganda machine that LeBron James and got going on, man, it's just I never seen anything like it. But and the NBA is allowing it. So, why, I don't know if you could be mad at LeBron James solely, but part of the people that should be blamed, it should be Adam Silver and the NBA for allowing LeBron James to get away with the stuff that he's getting away with. And with this podcast that LeBron James got, man, with who is it? Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, man. It seemed like every month they throw a new one of LeBron James teammates under the bus. Last month it was Austin Reeves. They was talking about he should be traded. Now it's Luca because Luca don't play any defense. When they knew the whole time that Luca, since day one, Luca ain't played defense. And now they want to throw Luca under the bus. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna check y'all out on the next video. Peace.